Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with a quick collection pickup video. I went to a swamp meet today next to where I live, and I try to make it there on my days off. Just look around, get some exercise, and see what I can find. And I think I got a really good haul today, which I wanted to share with you guys. So first thing I picked up right away on the very first spot I saw was this Pokemon Pikachu bag. Like I said in another video, I really got into Pokemon, and even with the newer versions, I still play them a lot. But the main reason I got this particular bag is because until I find one that fits better, it's the temporary home for my DSi XL. And I actually like this bag because it has nice padding there, so it won't get scratched and anything. But as you can see, it's a really tight fit. But has this little zipper bag here and one on the back, so I can put my games and stuff. So this baby will work as, for now, the home for my DSi XL. Then I picked up some games. I got Rbi Baseball, made by Tenjin. It's a baseball game. It's not the best baseball game that I've played, but this guy was selling it. They're cheap. I paid 5 pesos, roughly 35 cents. So I thought that was a good deal. And the same guy was selling 10-yard fight. Football game. Not a big fan of sports games. I just never, I'd rather actually do sports than play them. And this is not a good game. It's, I believe, one of the launch titles that came out for the NES, the famous Black Box game series. But again, it was 5 pesos, 35 cents, whatever. This other lady had some GameCube games really cheap, and most of the games she had I already owned, but I was still able to pick up True Crime: Streets of LA. It's a Grand Theft Auto clone, but since it came out for the GameCube, it was pretty unique. Even though the main character kind of looks like the guy from Dead to Rights. I got that. And I got Shrek Extra Large. I like the movies. I don't think they needed a 4th one, but whatever. But hopefully it's good. I haven't actually played this one yet. And I got Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Yeah. I actually read on Club Nintendo that this was pretty good. It wasn't the great or the best game, but it was pretty good. So I didn't have it. It was cheap. It's mine now. In a different place, they had this one for 10 pesos, roughly 80 cents. It's action replay cheat device for PlayStation 1. I don't personally believe in cheats. Back in the day when you played a game, before internet and before magazines, game magazines got really popular. If you're lucky, you could find a friend that was playing the same game, and if he beat a level, you can ask him and he would tell you. And then if he got stuck, he would ask you, and you would help each other out. And so I think cheat codes and strategy guides basically have created lazy gamers. Whenever someone gets stuck, first thing they do is they go online and figure out what to do, or if the game has it, put in a cheat code and just beat it that way. And that kind of defeats the purpose. If you're gonna pay like $60 for a video game, it's very satisfying, I think, to figure out how to beat it yourself. Strategy guides, cheat codes, and the internet should only be used as a last recourse, I think. But this one cost me 5 pesos, and whatever. And I got as a gift The Simpsons: Treehouse of Horror. I'm a big fan of The Simpsons, and I love the Treehouse of Horror series because it's Halloween, and like I've mentioned before, I love Halloween. This one has Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror 5, 6, 7, and 12. The only bummer with these type of Simpsons discs is that they have no, audio commentary, no bonus feature, nothing. It's just the episodes as is. But, Simpsons, Halloween, horror, awesome. And last movie I got today was the Alfred Hitchcock Master Collection. This one has Vertigo, has Psycho, Trouble with Harry, and The Man Who Knew Too Much. Now, I picked this one up mostly because I saw Cinemassacre's top 30 favorite movies of all time. James Rolfe, also known as the Underground Video Game Nerd, made a list of all his favorite movies, and Vertigo was there, The Man Who Knew Too Much was there, and I think Psycho. And, this baby has all 4 movies individually. Trouble with Harry, Psycho, and Vertigo. And, he said they were really, really good movies, classic movies, so I decided, what the hell, pick them up. But, I'm really happy with that. Then, back in the day, I really got into the card game Yugioh. Started watching the cartoons, and the animation was good, so, I always like a cartoon with good animation, and the premise was good. This ancient pharaoh that discovered a new card game, and he would beat everyone up just in the nick of time. So, as with some people, or at least a lot of people that I knew, I got hooked into the game, the card game. It wasn't as complex as Magic the Gathering, which I thought was really cool. And I'll probably make another video on the whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing for my Tales of the Fargus Vault. But one accessory that came out during those days, I always wanted one, but I never actually got it, either because it was too bulky or whatever. And I've seen it later on, but I don't know if it's become something of a collector's item. But I went to one place here in that swap meet, and I was able to pick up a dual disc. Like I said, this is the accessory that they introduced in the Domino City tournaments. And, they got rid of the holograms, and they said they had this thing that projected the holograms based on the cards that you would put in, and I thought it was really cool. So, in the actual card game, instead of using the mats, you could use this thing. Now, this little baby, can light up like that, or it would light up like that, and, you started out with 8,000 life points, and then as you took damage or used magic cards, you could make that less. You could just. So I thought that was, and it lights up. It still works, which I thought was really cool. And it has this really neat effect that I hope I can get to work, and you can see it with one hand. Where's that button? Okay, here it goes. You have to say the word. It's time to duel. And it snaps into place. So, very, very cool to have my own dual disc. And last thing I picked up, I still have a bunch of posters I've picked up through the years at Comic-Con. And a lot of them, I don't just want to hang them on my wall because the tape will, mess them up. And whenever I put tape on the back of them, the back gets messed up. So I've been trying to get my hands on picture frames. Or poster frames, I'm sorry. And I was able to get this one. But the only poster I was able to fit is this Street Fighter 4 poster, which I'm not complaining. We have Ryu there. I got this at Comic-Con. The year Street Fighter was announced, and it's not as cool as the previous one I showed, but it's just like, hey, we're making a new Street Fighter, look at it. And they have Ryu there. And then on the 4, I don't know if you can make it out, but they got Chun-Li, Ken, guy. And then Street Fighter 4 logo. You know, I'm really happy with the way it looks. I'll definitely put it up on my wall. And I'm still searching for a bigger one. I need a bigger one because I have like 3 really cool movie posters that I got at Comic-Con, and I just need to show them off. Okay, so those were my collection pickups for so far for May. If I pick up some other cool stuff, I'll definitely make the video. Thanks for watching, and signing out.